We were three beautiful sisters, but only one of us found true happiness. This is how beauty destroyed two lives and how character saved mine. Oluchi's voice, calm but engaging. This is a story my heart has carried for years. It's about me, my two sisters, and the very different paths our lives took. People in my village used to call us the three beautiful sisters. But beauty alone did not save us. This is an African folk tale, but it is also real life. And today, I want to share it with you. When we were young, everyone said we were the most beautiful girls in the community. Wherever we went, people would point and say, "Look at those three sisters." Such beauty in one family. My parents were proud. Neighbors admired us. But what people didn't see was the difference in our hearts. My oldest sister, Amarachi, loved being admired. She always wanted attention, always wanted to be praised. She could be rude, and she never liked helping others. My younger sister, Chiamaka, followed her. She copied Amarachi's arrogance and became even worse. She mocked people, laughed at their struggles, and cared only about clothes and parties. And then there was me, Oluchi. I wasn't perfect, but I tried to be humble. I helped my mother with chores. I listened to my father's advice. My sisters teased me, called me house girl, and laughed at me, but I didn't let it bother me. One day, when we were teenagers, an old woman came to our compound asking for water. Amarachi ignored her, saying she was too busy fixing her hair. Chiamaka laughed and told the woman to leave. I felt bad, so I fetched water for her. She drank slowly, then touched my shoulder and said, "Nuama, ma agua kama aho." My child, character is more beautiful than looks. I didn't fully understand those words then, but life would soon show me what she meant. As we got older, our lives started to split apart. Amarachi began dating a man from the city. He had money, bought her wigs, clothes, perfumes. She looked like royalty when she visited the market. People admired her, but they also whispered. They had seen how he shouted at her in public, how he controlled her every move. Amarachi didn't care. She loved the attention and the lifestyle. Chiamaka stopped caring about school. She joined friends who partied all night, skipped classes, and always chased men with money. She once told me, "Oluchi, books won't feed you. Better use your beauty before it fades." I stayed in school. I didn't have fancy clothes. I didn't have a boyfriend bringing me gifts. People mocked me for being boring, but I kept my head down. I believed that if I worked hard, something good would come out of it. Eventually, I got a scholarship to study in the city. When I was leaving, my sisters laughed at me. Amarachi said,
Look at her.
"You will
With that
suffer
small
in the
bag.
city. Look at you
She thinks she will
carrying
make
your
it in the
old bag
city.
like a poor child." Chiamaka added, "Better stay here and find a rich man. You will regret all this book stress." I smiled but said nothing. I left with a small bag and a big dream. City life was hard. I rented a small room, shared with two girls. I worked part time cleaning houses, sometimes selling fruits on weekends just to survive. Some days I ate once a day. At night I studied with tears in my eyes. There were moments I wanted to give up, but I remembered the old woman's words. Character is more beautiful than looks. Back home, my sister's choices started catching up with them. Amarachi married that city man. At first, people said she was lucky, but soon everyone saw the truth. He was abusive, unfaithful, and controlling. She often came home with swollen eyes, hiding behind dark glasses, but she stayed because she was too ashamed to leave. Chemaka's life also fell apart. Her rich friends abandoned her when she had no money. She dropped out of school completely. She bounced from one relationship to another, never finding peace. She looked older than her age, tired and bitter. Meanwhile, I kept pushing. I graduated. I got a job. Later, I even got an opportunity to study abroad. Life wasn't suddenly perfect, but it was stable. I started earning well. I supported my parents, sent money home, and even helped some relatives with school fees. When I finally visited my village years later, the difference between us was clear. Nobody talked about the three beautiful sisters anymore. Beauty had faded. What people talked about now was my character, my education, my kindness. Neighbors who once mocked me now said, Oluchi is the wise one. She honored her parents. Look at how her life turned out. My sister saw it too. Amarachi pulled me aside one evening and whispered, I wish I had listened to Papa. I thought beauty would carry me forever. Chiamaka said, You were right, Oluchi. We should have followed you. I didn't feel proud. I didn't say, I told you so. I just felt sad, but also grateful. Life had taught us all a lesson. And even though they once mocked me, I still helped them. I pay school fees for their children. I make sure they have food. They are my sisters, and I love them. Looking back now, I see it clearly. We all started the same way. Three beautiful sisters with the same home, the same parents, the same chances, but our choices shaped our futures. Amarachi and Chiamaka chased quick rewards. I chose patience and hard work. That's why today my life is peaceful and theirs is full of regrets. But even with all the pain, our story has a happy ending. We are still a family. We sit together at home. We laugh. We eat. We remember the past. And every time I look at them, I remember the old woman's words: Beauty fades, character remains. That is my story. The story of three sisters, an African folk tale, yes, but also real life. And I hope it reminds someone out there, it's not beauty that builds a future, it's character, patience, and the choices we make every single day.